Hi friends, this is Suzy, your gaming guru. If you find these videos helpful, I would ask that you consider liking and subscribing. That in turn would really help me out. So here we go on level 3877 in Candy Crush Saga, where we have 19 moves to clear out 24 licorice and 84 toffee swirls. I'm looking at the board, and obviously the candy cane fences are going to be problematic. It's hard for us to reach in the edges. It looks like, let's see, 8 and 8 is 16, 18, 20, 22, 24. We have to collect absolutely every bit of licorice swirl that's on the board. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. It looks like we don't have to collect all of the toffee, but certainly a lot of it. So that's good to know. And then these guys, these licorice swirls, which are just like popcorn, although this one's wrapped in licorice lock and this has some marmalade. These would be great to have, especially if I could get two of them open at the same time and make a color bomb combo. It would remove a layer of everything, so virtually or almost all of the licorice would be gone, although some can kind of slip out of sync. And it would take a layer off of each of the toffee. That would be wonderful to go for, but it might be very difficult to do. So I have to choose some moves here. One of my strategies might be to take out all of the licorice because stripes don't work well through licorice. Get rid of those first if I can. Another might be to make moves lower to the ground to encourage cascading, and another might be to try to remove certain colors from the board to concentrate things down. At this point in time, I don't have much orange and much green on the board. I think I'm going to work on concentrating some things down and seeing if that helps me bring some opportunities together. Although I now have a lot of purple, but everything I do is going to take some of that purple out. Let's do this, and there we go. We get this stripe. I can't bring this red down easily, so let's take this. Unfortunately, I didn't hit anything while I was making that stripe, but that's not awful. And then I can take out the licorice above or below, but this also opens this up a bit. It's going to be so tough to reach into those edges. I can't move that purple over, but I do like that stripe. This would be a bad move because it doesn't hit anything. Same with this, although it makes a bit of cascade. So this is the best move, either here or here. Let's go ahead and do this. I really want to have some combos, and the combos will work best if they're hitting toffee swirls, not licorice swirls. So here I'm going to do a bit of cascading. Even though it's up high, I'm going to hit the green and then the blue will come together. That works a bit. See, that stripe wouldn't go well through that licorice. But if we take out those licorice and the toffee are there, that might help. That was kind of a throwaway move. I didn't even think about it before I took it. I have to think more carefully about each and every move. They're all valuable. That time with the stripe, I was able to hit a lot of toffee. I could gather the green together, but the conveyor belt is going to mess things around a bit. And in order to do that, I have to take a move that doesn't really create a lot of action on the board. Unfortunately, I don't have a lot of moves that can. I can do this red, that doesn't work well. This purple, that doesn't work well. So let's go ahead and see about bunching the green together and see, well, that did not work. Now, I could try to get a blue here, but that's not going to work because next turn this conveyor belt is going to spin around. So, not worthwhile. But I can reach in here a little bit closer to the edges. I like that. I really wish I could make moves lower to the ground. This board, because I've got this, just the center area fully open, and oh, excuse me, just lost my breath there. And I have 5 different colors. What's happening is my opportunities are very limited. So I have to think about how I can deal with that. Is there any strategy I can employ that might make this a bit easier for me? One thing that I might try is maybe focusing on one side of the board or the other instead of working both ends of the board. Because if I can clear one area out, I might be able to make some combos together. The other thing I think I really should work on is maybe opening these up. I know they're not necessary, but it would be a huge help. I did awful on this. I mean, that's bad. That's really bad. But the good news is I can only go up from there, right? Well, not exactly, but the chances are very good. I have a high probability of doing better on my next turn. So I'm going to pause the recording, come back with a new board. I'm going to have the microphone turned off until I have something important to share. See you in a bit. This is a good opportunity. Blowing things up usually helps in situations like this. And look at this beautiful thing. I can just, not even touching these, take out a blue. This stripe positioned perfectly at the bottom is going to hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different toffees. So here we go. This should do it. Plus, of course, the bonuses of whatever that blows up. All right, that is it for me. Unfortunately, I wouldn't classify this as a normal level. To me, this ranked as a hard level. It's tough to get everything working well. You saw my first kind of awful attempt there, and some of them were almost as bad throughout, and it took me between 25 and 30 tries to actually get it done. Longer than I hoped, longer than I expected, but finally got it done, which gives me hope for all those other hard ones in the future. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below, and as always, thank you so much for watching.